Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16 in the Passion Translation reads this way: "So now we come freely and boldly to where love is enthroned, to receive mercy's kiss and discover the grace we urgently need to strengthen us in our time of weakness." Grace is real divine empowerment to live life like Jesus. Grace is real empowerment to live like and look like the life that Jesus promised us was available whenever we came to Him. This is the issue of grace, even in times of weakness and moments of temptation and struggles and cycles and issues of sinful nature. Grace is real empowerment to free us from things that are not the fullest expression of what God has now made available for us. All of God's desires wrapped up in the person of Jesus, who is now taken up residency on the inside of your life and my life, is constantly longing on the inside of you, constantly declaring to you that there is a you free from all of the struggle, free from all of the issue, free from all of the repetitive nature of the ups and downs and the ins and arounds of all of what you may have been entangled with for a day, a week, a month, a year, a season, 5 years, 10 years, however long it may be that you have felt captive to certain things by way of temptation or sinful practice in your life. Grace is real freedom to live in the reality of what Jesus has promised us. Free from the entanglement, free from the bondage. But we have to understand that grace is freedom from the problem and not just freedom from the penalty. This is the issue that we must confront. Sad to say that some would rather be able to enjoy their behavior without feeling the weight of the penalty, rather than really being free from the problem, which is the desire altogether to do things that would compromise the freedom that God has now made available to us. This is the issue of grace. Grace has come to set us free from any and everything that does not look like or live like Jesus, and not just the availability for us now to point grace at things that we just would rather not feel bad for, but still be able to live with if we had the choice. Grace has come to free us. To free us from the desires that lead us into bondage. To free us by way of real divine empowerment. And for it to be pushed to every area of life. And not just the things that we really like, that we wished we could still do if we just didn't feel bad for. Every area of life where Jesus on the inside is now permeating every area of our life and layered expression of our being, so that we can look like Him and be free to live like Him, thus breaking the cycles of sin in our life that keep us captive because of certain ways we've been satisfied by behaviors in our life. We have to come to the throne where love is seated and look to Jesus, realizing that because of grace, we can now become free from every entanglement, every sinful cycle, because love always leads to freedom.